Okay, so I couldn't get it, I couldn't get my camera on my stand, and I almost dropped it, and I almost cried, but I didn't, so that's a plus. I tried to figure out how to get my camera onto my little GPS holder, but it didn't work. I almost dropped it, and I almost cried, but I didn't, and I didn't, so we're all set. I'm just gonna use my phone, and you're just gonna have to, I'm just gonna use my phone, and you're just gonna have to deal with some crappy pixels for the next, like, 2 minutes until I can get to the YMCA parking lot, and then I'll just make a quick vlog sitting there. Yes, so right now I'm on my way to the YMCA, and I am so excited. So I guess we can start off with a quick life update. My first semester of college is complete, which is pretty crazy. I still feel like I'm in middle school sometimes. I still feel like I'm a freshman in high school sometimes, but I'm not. I'm a freshman in college, which is insane that I'm an adult and I'm adulting. And you know what's really weird? You know what's really weird is that I'll still have moments where I'll be like walking around campus by myself, or like I'm walking in an airport by myself trying to get back home for Thanksgiving break, and I'll just have this feeling of like, I need an adult with me. I'm a minor. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm just a child walking around the airport. I need an adult. Where is an adult? I can't do these things. I can't just walk around by myself. I can't just walk around campus by myself. I need adult supervision. But it doesn't work like that in college. You just kind of go for things. Do you ever just feel like really okay, no, I'm not going to go. I'm a terrible driver, and it probably doesn't help that I am making a vlog while I'm driving. I feel like instead of having a horn on my car, I need like a I'm so sorry flashing lights on the back of my car that just says, I'm an idiot, don't mind me. I want a sign on my car that says student driver, just so everyone can just assume that I don't know what I'm doing at all times. I want a t-shirt that says that, actually. Anyways, back to college. I keep getting like distracted. Yeah, so it's the first time forever, like first time that I've ever taken classes that are catered to my interests, which is insane because I come from a super hick high school, super small hick high school that doesn't offer any classes in theater. All that they offer are classes in Common Core, and that's basically it. So it's the first time that I was able to take like a theater class that focused on theater, and I was able to take some really nice dance classes and get grades for it. Like, I've taken dance since like intermediate school, but I mean, I've never gotten a grade for it or credit for it, so that's super cool to get class credit for dance courses. Yeah, so I'm super excited. Guys, college is so much better than high school. Like, infinitely better than high school. I can't even describe, I can't even explain in words how much better life is in college than it is in high school. There's just so much freedom, which is great. Which can be a hurdle if you are a child adult that doesn't really know what you're doing. And sometimes it's nice to have an adult there. So highlights of my semester is definitely I was able to be in the play Jane Eyre, which, whew, that was so much fun and so much hard work. And I think it's the most daunting role that I've ever, it's the most challenging role that I've ever been like assigned. It's been the most challenging role that I've ever taken on, just because, well, I mean, I guess aside from Mary Poppins, because Mary Poppins was quite difficult, but I think that Jane Eyre was her own kind of difficulty. Something that I found the most difficult in portraying young Jane was that Jane was never really childish. And I mean, like, I feel like as an adult, I am more childish than young Jane, which, I mean, that's kind of saying something for how mature she is. So it's difficult to play a child as an adult, but it's even more difficult. But it's even more difficult to play a child who is incredibly mature for her age as an adult, because it's hard to, because I don't want to feel like, because I really want to come across as believable. I want people to feel like I want people to think that I look like a child, but at the same time, I don't want to deduce Jane's character as a child to just some childish figure, because she's not. She needs to be taken seriously, is what I'm trying to say. And I think oftentimes whenever adult actors are playing children, they play it in a way that can't be taken seriously. I don't know. Words. It was a fun show, and I learned a lot from it. Honestly, I learned so much. Look how curly my hair is today. Can we just take a moment to appreciate my hair? Hair. My hair. Hair update, as you can see, it's very, very different than what it was a year ago from today. It's kind of red and ish. I'm actually dyeing it back blonde though, slowly. You can kind of see the ombre at the end in the light, but it's getting lighter. I kind of want to get it back to its natural color before I go on my mission. That's the plan, at least. So we're just gonna kind of see how things go. Honestly though, I feel like it's just so damaged at this point that there isn't really much I can do with it. Yup. Other highlights, I'm at a red light now. Other highlights of my semester, another highlight of my semester was I got to choreograph a musical. There was a local middle school that was close to campus. It was a local musical. There was the local middle school that was close to campus that they were putting on a middle school musical called Aladdin, and I actually was able to choreograph it, and I talked about it a little bit in one of my earlier vlogs, but I never really went into depth. It was such a fun experience, and it was all volunteer work, and I didn't really get any credit for it, which just kind of sucked, but it was so worth it, because it was volunteer work that I feel is super meaningful to me. Typically, whenever I think of volunteer work, I think of something that's like really hard work and you're just miserable the whole time you're doing it. But and it wasn't miserable, but it was a lot of hard work, and it took a lot of time to do. But I love theater, and I love children's theater especially. Freaking sun is ruining my day. Okay, here you go. If I could get some like lighting, that would be awesome. Something that I feel is super meaningful to me is volunteering in children's theater. I used to work at a children's, I don't know if you knew this about me, but I actually used to work at a children's theater all throughout high school. I used to work at the children's theater that I grew up in, which was an amazing opportunity. I absolutely loved doing it. And what my job was is I was a child's aide. There was a boy in the program with special needs. Let's see, he had ADHD, and he had OCD, so attention deficit disorder, and defiant disorder. But he was such a sweet boy, and I loved being able to work with him, especially because, I know this is crazy, but I could see myself in him. I used to be, I still am, a super ADD child, and I know that ADD is different in some ways from ADHD, but they do have a lot of similarities. Like they're prescribed the same medications, and they assume a lot of the same symptoms. So I had a hard time paying attention. I had a hard time keeping my attention span on one thing for an extended period of time. As a child growing up, I remember I even had like a third grade teacher. We're gonna get super deep here. I had a third grade teacher who told me and my mom that I wasn't gonna be successful, and that I needed to be held back, and that I just wasn't a successful student. And she was completely like unwilling to work with me, and it kind of made me feel like I was like this big problem. I don't know, I think it really affected my self-esteem. I never told anybody that I had ADD. In fact, even to this day, it's a private thing that I don't really tell a lot of people, so I don't know why I'm making a vlog about it. I don't know why I'm making a vlog about it, but it's something that is important to me. So I don't really know why I'm making a vlog about it, but it's something that is important to me, and I think that these things need to be said to anybody out there who has ADD. So that's gonna wrap it up for my highlights. I'm finally here at the gym, so I'm going to run in and get this workout on, and I guess I'll see you later. More vlogs to come with a very much better camera. Many more vlogs to come in the future with better pixel quality because of my new video camera. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned, I guess. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe. See ya!